It's Thursday morning. Sorry, that was an impression of me at work yesterday. 7 hours of nothing. Good morning, everybody. What's up? How's it going? Uh, just for you folks who are out there who 5 or 6 of you watch this. Hang on, I'm getting some motor noise reflecting off the car next to me. Hang on. Cymru Water in Wales is checking complaints of a bad smell near a Welsh beach. It's like I could have told them what that is. That's Bad Wolf Studios. And the heap of bullshit they've been putting out about, what they're going to do with the new series of Doctor Who. Well, that's the thing. All right, now I'm getting stereo noise. Okay. So what's going on? Well, still nothing. All right, let's see. Wow, there's nobody in here at all hardly today. All right, so in the wake of some stuff that's going on here in America, and it's crazy how, news has evolved and gone completely insane here. They've gone completely insane at my work, but I'm not going to go into that because we're not allowed to. All right, hang on. My view about humanity, I don't know. That's a tricky one. Mankind has great promise, but at the same time, we turn on each other for for dumb reasons. I was just watching a special the other day because I had 7 hours to do it. Well, they were talking about what happened to the Neanderthal man, and I'm like, I can tell you exactly what happened to the Neanderthal man. We wiped him out. Just like we wiped out probably Homo naledi, just like we probably wiped out every other species, because we're evil buggards. We are bad guys. And you'd think in how many hundreds of thousands of years we'd be getting better. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying everybody on the planet is an insane psycho weirdo or anything like that. It's just, for some crazy reason, we tend to turn on each other for the stupidest reasons. Now, I remember back when I was in school, they taught you that, when evolution and all that was going on, we evolved from that guy, they evolved from that guy, and then all of a sudden, wait a minute, what? We got overlap going on. What do you mean we got overlap going on? Well, you've got all these different species of, Homo sapien, you had Homo naledi, you had you had Neanderthalis, and then you had, all living on the planet together, it turns out. Well, that don't exactly work with the whole evolution plan if we, But of course, we do know that, man and Neanderthal did have a little get-together, so to speak, because there are people across the planet who have Neanderthal DNA in their systems. And what makes me madder and everything is because we always gave Neanderthal a bad rap. Everybody said Neanderthal a caveman, Neanderthal this, and it's like, turns out, no, they weren't. Turns out, on average, the Neanderthal man had like 100 to 200 more cc's of brain than we have. They had like 2 to 3 times our body strength. And turns out they were burying their dead. They had ritualistic burials. And they were doing cave art. Scary, ain't it? Everybody thought we were the biggest, baddest game in town. And we were all that in a bag of potato chips. And it turns out, nope. They were doing the same shit. And it turns out Homo naledi was possibly burying their dead. They were also possibly making cave art. So, I don't know. It's just, I have this eerie feeling that because, we tend to, like I said, we always turn on each other for the dumbest reasons. And then here you had all these different species of man on the planet. And I think we turned on everybody else. I'm kind of hoping that changes. I really do. It's just every time it seems like people are getting together, we find another reason to tear ourselves apart. Okay, Millie Gibson's on holiday again. No shit, that's all she does. I'm not kidding. That woman's on vacation more than she ever works. Come on, she did Doctor Who for all like a couple months, and then she was down there in the Caribbean. I can't remember where the hell she goes. Is it Cannes or the Spanish islands or some shit like that? It's like, and then she's there for months. I got like, well, I wish I could just work for a couple of weeks and spend, you know, my things, my weekends down on the Casbah or in Cannes, South France, or it's down there in the sun. Just nope. Ugh. Or where's that place she's been hanging out? Cancun or something like that? I don't know. But that's one thing about Millie. She's always on vacation, it seems. Oh. Costa Rica. I think that's the one I've seen her at before, Millie Gibson. Yeah. But hey, she's young. She's hot. She's got money. I'm old. I'm fat. I got enough money basically to survive. Go figure. All right. Well, thank you, Impulsive Alien, for the compliment. I try to keep an open mind because it's like someone once said a long time ago, your mind's like a parachute. It works best when it's open. Okay? Like I said, I'd really like to see one day mankind pull our shit together and, wire ourselves to the point that we can all work together on something, because you never know what's going to happen. It is weird though, because when I think it was best said in the movie Starman, when things are at their worst, we're at our best. Look at all the people that pulled together for 9/11. Look at all the people that pulled together during various other disasters to help each other out. And if I was America, I wouldn't be going touting my horn, because we got this little thing down there in Yellowstone called the super volcano. And if that thing blows, it could be an extinction event, depending on how we act. Also, we have comets, asteroids, and meteors flying around all over the place. So I keep telling people, you enjoy the time you have on planet Earth, because you never know what's going to happen. Any Doctor Who production books you recommend? Oh, God, there's, if you can find it, there's one called The Key to Time that covers up pretty much everything all the way to, I want to say beginning of Colin Baker. It's been a while since I read it, but that was a very good book. It was called Key to Time. If you can find it, it's an oldie but a goodie. There's another one out there called Doctor Who: The Early Years. That takes you all the way through the Hartnell era. Of course, my head is glaring because it's so packed full of knowledge. Or, let me see. What else have I read that's been pretty good? Just check around on like Amazon, eBay, and all that. Like I said, be careful how much you pay for them, because some of them are way out of print. Check your half-price books. That's where I found a lot of mine. If you have a half-price books near you, oh, wait a minute, you're in England. You're in Ireland. I don't know if they have half-price books in Ireland. I was going to try to do the next line in a cheesy Irish accent, but it would only make you go insane. Okay, but that's the ones I recommend. Key to Time, and there's another one called Doctor Who: The Early Years. That's a really good one. That's a good read. God, there's a couple other ones I want to think of, and my brain just blanked on me. Okay, no, I'm not doing the Irish accent, laddie, because it'll sound like total shit. Or wait, shite. Or see, I screwed up there. It'll sound like total shite. It sounds like I'm trying to sell you a box of Lucky Charms. If I walked around this plant talking like this and offering ladies my lucky charms, I'd be found in HR for an SA violation right off the bat. Ugh. There's some guy trying to be an Irish pervert down in aisle 5. Okay, ugh. Someone asked me once, what do you thank God for? I said that one of the things I thank, the universe for, because I'm not really a religious guy. I don't, jump on anybody for being religious, but I'm not. But I just think the universe and powers to be that the first man who landed on the moon or something like that didn't have a last name like Buttafuoco. Imagine having to celebrate that name every year. But okay, I'm vaping because I choose to. And it's better than smoking. Trust me, if you're smoking, get off it. This helped me quit smoking. I've not touched a cigarette since 2016. I can breathe, I can taste food, I can smell things again, which is sad because now we have 2 massive compost piles up the road. I didn't want to go into the whole Charlie Kirk thing because there are people watching. No, I had nothing against the guy. It's just really sad that when you've got people walking around saying, if you say something that doesn't, jibe with what I say, it's violence. But so I'm going to use actual violence to end your life. Well, Raul, I got some bad news for you. Somebody lying to you. Flavor this morning, I believe it's raspberry jam. Happy birthday, Kelly. Yes, thank you very much. I'm glad you're here with us on the planet for a 74th rotation. Or, well, actually, no, it's a 74th revolution. That's right. Around the sun. All the guy did was have conversations, and they're trying to make him out like he was Himmler or some shit. That, that's what drives me insane. He was promoting gun violence. No, he was just saying that he didn't have a problem with guns, period. And I had somebody on me about that, and I'm like, guys, we got more people killed every year from car accidents than we do guns. It's like, and I wish people would quit blaming the weapon for the problem. It's like somebody said online, I've said this 100 times, I could field strip an AK-47, lay it on a table with the clip sitting next to it, no round in the chamber, and until somebody walks up, picks that gun up, puts it back together, slams the magazine in, cocks it, it's going to do nothing. It's an inanimate object. It's the person who picks that up and uses it to commit murder. And I got some bad news for you guys. There are people who know how to make pipe guns. So even if you banned all the guns, they'll be out there making, throw together shotguns and everything else and having them in the house. And that's what upsets me. Everybody thinks if you ban guns in America, it's going to solve the problem. I'm like, no, it's not. Because all the people who already illegally have guns are not going to trade them in. Sadly, it's a part of our culture, dudes. Until we figure out to keep people from killing each other, they're going to find ways to do it. That's what makes me sad also. Like I said, humanity has so much potential. But at the same time, we also have a great capacity for murder. Oh, this is probably... wait, I was supposed to cut in midway through the video because you're supposed to like, subscribe, and share. Like I said, I don't mind if you do. I don't mind if you don't. Like I said, I never got into YouTube to make money. It makes me about $100 every couple months or so, and that's about it. It's I'm just mainly here, to help, kill the time while we're waiting between seasons now, while we're on hiatus. Oh, well. I just hit the time marker, so please be kind, be calm, be safe, enjoy your Thursday. Me, I don't know what they're doing in here. All I know is yesterday we shouldn't even have been here because nothing was running when we came in and nothing was running when we left. 7 hours of when I could have been at home playing Fallout 76 and spending time with my beloved wife. Okay, take care, everyone. Have a great day.